The story you're about to hear is a work of fiction, but sometimes the weight of a made-up world can echo something very real. The characters are imagined, their names, their town, their grief, all created, and yet what they feel might be something you've known yourself. This is a quiet story about loss and about the small, stubborn light that sometimes survives it.
Hi, Miss Lawrence. I hope you don't mind me reaching out like this. I wasn't sure how else to say what I need to say, and I figured maybe it's better if you just hear it from me. I've been meaning to write for weeks now, ever since the service. You were there. I saw you. Thank you for coming. It meant a lot. Emma would have been happy to know her favorite teacher was there. I guess I just want to say thank you for being kind to her, for seeing her. You always called her a sunny soul. I remember the first time you said that to me, at the fall open house, when Emma was in your second grade class. You had this little notebook full of sticky notes and stars next to her name. You said she was always humming, always drawing suns in the corners of her math pages. You said she made rainy days feel like summer. You were right. I never really told you much about what happened, did I? After she got sick. It started small. Stomach aches, mostly. She said they felt like bubbles popping inside. The doctors thought it was just nerves or lactose intolerance, but it wasn't. By the time we got the diagnosis, she was already stage 4. I remember the night we told her. My wife couldn't say the words. I could barely say them either. Emma just looked at us, and after a few seconds, she asked if she could still go to art camp in July. That was her biggest concern. Not dying, not hospitals, but missing art camp. She always saw the bright side, even when there wasn't one. The last 6 months were hard, harder than I could have imagined. We watched her shrink. Her hair fell out. She hated the mirror, but she never let it stop her from smiling at the nurses. She'd draw little cartoons on her IV bag, give them all names, tell us stories about them while the machines beeped behind her. Her last drawing, the one we found under her pillow after, was of you. You were holding a giant sunflower. She wrote, Miss Lawrence, keeper of the warm days. That one broke me. I thought you should have it. I'll drop it off sometime, or mail it if that's easier. I think, for me, the hardest part hasn't been the loss itself. It's the silence that followed, the empty breakfast table. The school bus that passes by at 7:08 every morning doesn't stop anymore. Her room's still the same. We haven't touched it. Sometimes I just sit in there, not to cry, just to remember what it felt like to be her dad in the middle of her life, not just at the end of it. I find her notes all over the place. Sticky notes inside cereal boxes, drawings tucked between book pages. One time, I opened her sock drawer and found a folded piece of paper that said, if I'm not here, tell the son I said hi. How does a 10-year-old write something like that? Anyway, I know this isn't the kind of thing teachers usually expect to hear. I just wanted you to know she loved you. Truly. She talked about your class like it was a second home. You made her feel safe, important, like she mattered in a world where everything was slowly being taken away from her. You gave her something to look forward to. And I don't know how to thank you for that. People keep telling me grief gets easier with time, that the pain softens. I don't know if that's true yet. Some days it's a little less sharp. Some days I can go until lunch before I feel the weight again, but most days, it's there, like fog, like the shadow of her laugh still echoing in the hallway. But I think Emma would want me to find joy again, to see the light. She once said, during one of her bad days, Daddy, the sun still rises even when I feel like it shouldn't. Isn't that weird? I said, maybe it rises because you're still here to see it. She smiled and said, that's a good reason. So now, I try. I open the curtains every morning. I sit on the porch with coffee, and I watch the sun rise. I guess that's what I wanted to tell you, that even in all this, the loss, the ache, the quiet, she still teaches me how to live. Even now, you helped shape that light in her. I just thought you should know. Thank you, Miss Lawrence. From the bottom of my heart, Tom.